She is the worst offensive player.
She's not very offensive competent, bro.
Caitlin Clark laughing at Angel Reese's missed layup.
Generational meme.
To lose the game. Here it is. Here's the video. She can rebound everything, but bro.
Angel Reese, possibly the greatest basketball player in the history of America. Oh, wow. Look at those moves. Yeah, that shot is really hard with the hoop wide open.
Who's the best player in the country?
I feel like I'm the best player in the country.
WNBA draft. The Indiana Fever select Caitlin Clark, University of Iowa.
What if one hard foul could turn into one of the biggest controversies in the WNBA? That is exactly what happened after DiJonai Carrington hit Sophie Cunningham during a fast break play. The contact was severe. Cunningham went down, blood was drawn, and Carrington was ejected after the officials upgraded the foul to a flagrant 2. But the foul itself was only the beginning. Minutes later, Carrington posted 2 words online: white privilege. That single phrase transformed a basketball incident into a much bigger debate about race, accountability, player treatment, and the growing tension surrounding the Indiana Fever. So what did Carrington actually mean? And why did the controversy explode so quickly? Let's go back to the moment that started everything. During the game, Cunningham was running toward the basket on a fast break. Carrington was chasing from behind, trying to stop the play. As Cunningham went up for the layup, Carrington made heavy contact across her face and neck area. Cunningham crashed to the floor. The ball still went through the basket, but nobody was celebrating. The officials immediately reviewed the play. After looking at the contact, they upgraded the foul to a flagrant 2, which meant Carrington was automatically ejected. And there was another moment that quickly went viral. After the collision, Cunningham confronted Carrington. Teammates and officials separated the 2 players before things could escalate further. For Cunningham, it wasn't just another physical play. She had taken a serious hit, and the officials clearly considered the contact dangerous enough to remove Carrington from the game. But then Carrington left the court, and instead of allowing the controversy to end with the ejection, she went online. Her post simply read, "White privilege," while tagging the Indiana Fever. That was all it took. Almost immediately, fans and commentators interpreted the post as a suggestion that the foul call or the punishment was connected to Cunningham being white. Whether that was actually Carrington's intention is where the story becomes complicated. Carrington later pushed back against that interpretation, arguing that she had never said the foul itself was white privilege. She accused critics of making assumptions and said people needed to think more critically about what she had actually written. But there was one obvious problem: timing. The post appeared immediately after she had been ejected for a foul involving Cunningham. And because the message contained no additional explanation, millions of people were left to interpret those 2 words for themselves. That is exactly what television personality Emmanuel Aco challenged. His argument was straightforward. If Carrington intended the phrase to mean something completely different, she needed to explain that clearly. Otherwise, viewers would naturally connect the post to the incident that had just happened. And that is the central issue in this controversy. The flagrant 2 itself wasn't particularly mysterious. The officials believed the contact was excessive and dangerous. The crew chief also indicated that Cunningham's reaction after being hit was understandable, given the severity of the contact. But the internet wasn't debating the rulebook anymore. It was debating motive. Cunningham has already become one of the more outspoken players connected to the Indiana Fever. She has publicly defended teammate Caitlin Clark and criticized the physical treatment Clark receives on the court. That history made this incident even more explosive. Clark has become one of the biggest stars in women's basketball, and the attention surrounding her has dramatically increased interest in the league. Cunningham has also become a recognizable figure because of her outspoken personality and willingness to discuss controversial issues. So when Cunningham was involved in another highly physical incident, many fans immediately saw it through the larger lens of the ongoing Fever drama. And then another former Fever player entered the conversation. Sydney Colson, who had previously been Cunningham's teammate, reacted publicly to the foul in a way that many fans interpreted as celebrating what had happened. That only intensified the criticism. Instead of one controversial play, the story now involved teammates, former teammates, coaches, commentators, race, politics, and the enormous cultural debate surrounding Caitlin Clark and the WNBA. Even Fever head coach Stephanie White's comments added another layer. White said she did not believe Carrington intentionally targeted Cunningham's neck, while also acknowledging that Carrington was competing hard and that Cunningham's layup was not simply going to be uncontested. That response frustrated some fans, who expected stronger support for a player who had just been hit hard enough to leave the court bleeding. But there is another side worth considering. A hard foul does not automatically prove malicious intent. Players chase plays from behind. Defenders sometimes mistime their attempts to block shots. Physical basketball can produce ugly-looking collisions without there being a deliberate plan to injure someone. That distinction matters. The Flagrant 2 was about the contact officials saw on the court. The white privilege controversy was about how Carrington's post was interpreted afterward. Those are two separate questions. And this is where the entire situation becomes so difficult to untangle. Carrington later insisted that people had misunderstood her message. Critics responded that if she wanted people to understand it differently, she should have provided context immediately. Because on social media, context matters. Two words can become a headline. A headline can become a viral clip. And a viral clip can turn a basketball game into a national argument. That's exactly what happened here. The controversy also highlights a bigger problem facing the WNBA as its popularity continues to explode. The league is attracting unprecedented attention. Caitlin Clark has brought millions of new viewers into women's basketball, while players such as Sophie Cunningham have developed strong fan bases of their own. But with that attention comes something else: scrutiny. Every hard foul gets replayed. Every social media post gets dissected. Every reaction gets turned into a debate. And every disagreement can become part of a much larger culture war. That may be uncomfortable, but it is also the reality of a league that has moved far beyond the traditional basketball audience. The Carrington-Cunningham incident is therefore bigger than one collision. The officials made their decision based on what happened on the court. Carrington then made a social media statement that many people connected directly to that decision. Her later clarification only added another chapter to the argument. And now fans are left asking the same question. Was this simply a badly timed social media post after an emotional moment? Or was Carrington trying to make a broader statement that people misunderstood? We may never get everyone to agree on the answer. But one thing is certain: the WNBA is no longer operating in the shadows. Every game, every player, every controversial moment is being watched, analyzed, clipped, and debated by millions. And sometimes the biggest story doesn't happen during the play. It happens after the whistle. So what do you think? Was Carrington's white privilege post misunderstood? Or did the timing make its meaning impossible to ignore? Let us know in the comments.